There's nothing more beautiful than the garden in the morning. This is the lettuce bed. Harvested a lot of lettuce last night. Working my way over. Bush beans replacing a lot of the lettuce that's bolted. And a lot of herbs. Basil, dwarf basil, purple leaf basil, nasturtiums, marigold. Come across here. Some flowers. Some eastern red cedar. And then we come to a small bed. We've got ground cherries. We've got bush beans, tomatoes, cucumbers, patchouli, more rosemary, bush beans, little baby beets, penny, and the native yarrow, and the mountain mint. Then we got rhubarb, and asparagus, and rue, ground cherries, and lavage, or lovage. It's a celery replacement. It's very delicious in soups. And these hyssop, more tomato, some asparagus, beets, some Swiss chard, some comfrey, some beautiful radish seeds, and these are our Lincoln garden peas, Alaska peas. You can see these are the shelling peas. Crow going overhead. Beautiful lavender. Potatoes. More anise hyssop. Beans, we have black coat runner beans. And penny. We have cannellini beans. And more asparagus. We have fava beans. You can eat the leaves like spinach. They're very tender. Kind of bland, but they're a nice green. This is the other side of the Alaska peas. They're still producing, so I'm going to leave them in. So they're doing pretty well. We had a nice rain last night. These are the sugar snap pea pods. They're pretty good. So we keep going. And it's nice in the morning. It's a little windy today. We got Coreopsis, which is a perennial with this beautiful Clematis montana. It's covering this arbor. So my arbor serves double duty. It starts out with peas, and these are some more sugar snaps and magnolia tendril blossom peas, which are very pretty. And once this stops producing peas, I'll put in more of the autumn crops. And on this side we have tomatoes, some beefsteak, some beef master, and a small cherry variety. Beautiful forage. See the blossom there. And then we have some more beans. We have cave beans, slender fillet beans, and they're just starting their track up the side of the arbor. So it's got a little work to do. Then we've got more potatoes. There's two types. This is the Kennebec, which is a golden potato. The other one's a red Norland. Nice red new potato. And then there's more bush beans in here. And then we go over to the other garden. The other garden is more of a perennial bed. We have our, yes, we have our doggy. We have our blueberries. We have our ever-bearing strawberries. If the squirrels don't eat them all, they ate all the ones that were ripe before. So, and we have our rhubarb. This is my oldest stand of rhubarb. It's Victoria rhubarb. Stays green with a hint of red. And then we have a train coming by. And Monarda punctata, which is a type of bee balm. Some nasturtium, some lettuce, some bunching onions, some garlic, some nice sized ground cherries that reseeded themselves or volunteered. This is a mixture of red onion, leek, scallions, bunching onions, walking onions, and this one I let go to seed because I'm going to gather the seed for this leek. It was a nice healthy stand of leek at one point, so it's going to have a beautiful, beautiful blossom on that tall stand. And then this is one of the, what they call a walking or Egyptian onion. What that does is get these bulblets, and you can eat these or you can plant them, so that's really kind of cool. And when it touches the soil, if it touches the soil, it'll create another onion. And then across the back I have different stages of progress. There's ferns and sweet fern and St. John's wort, and I'm making that a naturalized area. I'm going to turn that upside down planter into a bog, put in some pitcher plants and native bog plants, hopefully invite some frogs. I just have to dig the hole. Here's more strawberries. Beautiful sunchoke almost to my shoulder. That's the height they're at. Those are delicious in the fall, the root crop. And then we come over to this side. We got the foam flower, partridge pea, in our little fairy garden. Fairy pot there. Fairy village. And a little bit of mint, chocolate mint, regular mint, spearmint type of mint. And that's the garden. With a little tent for the kitties.